know when it goes live. Yeah.
Live.
I'm going to say that's it.
Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton,
Scott Swiftwater Tony, Rob White Gold, Jared Wheeler, and your host, Tim Grimes. Well, thank you for tuning in tonight, and we hope you enjoy the show. What's happening, fellas? Oh, wait.
No.
Camera's off.
Starting to feel like spring.
Not here?
Uh-uh.
Not
I don't know where you're getting spring. It's already feeling like summer.
No spring. It still feels like friggin' November out there. Yeah. So what it feels like. November. Right, Dan? Right for you.
That's right. Cold, rainy,
Rainy,
eek.
gray,
Yes.
poopy, crappy weather.
Yes.
I wouldn't even mind 40 if the sun was shining. But like I said,
No kidding, right?
right? It wouldn't be so bad. It'd be quite pleasant.
40 if the sun was shining.
It would. If 40 and sunshine better than 40 gray and rainy.
Well,
Yeah.
At least when the sun's shining, you feel good. You get your some vitamin D, and it just feel good.
Yeah.
Gray and rainy, it's like, I don't even want to go out the door. Just sucks. That's what it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. What's happening, fellas? Anything good?
Well, kind of.
What's that, Dan?
I said kind of, sort of. I went and did my first card show yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You went and did a card show? Wait.
Yeah. They had a card show up in Carmel, Indiana, and I had a booth, and the turnout was pretty good.
So you were a vendor at the
Yep.
event. Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Made just over $2,200 yesterday, so I wasn't
Selling cards?
Yep.
Well, heck.
Pokemon, football, basketball, baseball.
All the balls and a Pokemon to go with it. Right?
Yep.
Oh, man. Maybe we're in the wrong line of work. We should be card salesmen.
I'm telling you, Pokemon's where it's at.
Really?
Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable.
As a kids?
Grown-ups, too.
I was gonna say, I think it's grown-ups that was kids at one time, but they ain't no more.
Like those Halloween cards we were selling that we were giving away at Halloween.
Yeah, I've seen grown men fighting at the Pokemon vending machines.
Or different
Really?
Pokemon cards.
Or Pokemon cards?
Yep.
That's too
Oh
funny.
yeah.
It's Pokemon. They're not real.
It looks like oh, what do they call that freaking day before Black Friday? You know,
I saw
people.
Yeah.
One box like this, okay?
Uh-huh.
$220.
It's Pokemon.
Exactly.
Black.
When I bought them, it was only like 40.
Oh, wow.
You bought it what? $30.
$40.
Hmm.
I must be living wrong.
No, there's big money in Pokemon.
Oh my gosh, there is.
Wonder what you can sell those Halloween things for.
Pokemon? Halloween?
Those trick-or-treat ones, Rich,
Yeah.
I can still buy them at my place, at my local Walmart.
Yeah, we can get them at our Walmart too.
You got to wait till they can't get them no more.
Yep.
That's when they're worth something.
Well, yeah, but then they're going to jack up the price on you. You better get them while you got a chance.
There's in the Halloween ones though. There's nothing really rare to collect.
Collectors. Yeah.
Right.
There's some like $20 cards in there.
So that's pretty good still.
And
Yeah.
you get those candy corns and what's the other one? The spider,
Oh,
not the spiders, but
yeah.
whatever, the rarer ones.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
I just don't Don't get it, but you
Well,
know,
back when I was a kid, I never understood people collecting baseball cards either.
me neither. We always put them on our spokes.
Yeah, that's why it didn't last long with us. We just bought it for the gum.
Yeah, and to
Yeah,
put
the
them on your
gum.
bike, and to put them on your spokes, so your
Yeah.
bike would go. Brrr.
Trying to think, what's that one guy's name? Like Paul Skeiner or something? Some
Yeah, Paul Skeens.
Skeens. I saw a 101 card and they sold it for 1.5 mil.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I'm
That's
telling you
just
guys, this
crazy.
this right now, sports cards is booming bigger than what you realize.
Obviously,
Well, eventually it's gonna come crashing down just like it did back in the 90s.
I don't know if it is or not, to be honest with you. It's a
No.
new breed out there, man.
ah,
Totally different.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Cards are a lot better, more bling to them. It's just, you know, it's unreal.
Yeah, people are like legit fighting. Like, and I saw another video where they had, I think it was Pokemon released, and to kind of curb all the traffic and fighting and everything, when you walked in, you could only buy one box and they were already in a cart ready for you.
Wow.
That's cool.
Okay. Learn something new every day.
Yep.
And I saw another
Yeah.
video where the store clerk had one of those Pokemon vending machines,
Uh-huh.
and instead before he opened the doors, he's sitting inside behind the glass just draining the machine, and everybody that's sitting there in line waiting was just furious.
Yeah, because there's no limit on the vending machine. I saw that where one person got in line and bought everything out of there and then was turning around right there in front of everybody and selling them, double and tripling in his money.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in, boys. Yeah,
Yeah. Ain't that
for
something?
sure.
It's bad, and there's some real a-holes out there that'll clear a whole shelf.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
That's because they got the money, I guess, right? They can afford to clear a whole shelf, where most people can't. They can buy one box. You got them people hoarding it. That's the kind of people that were hoarding toilet paper during the pandemic. You know?
I think you would have been proud of me, though, Darren, because the one guy in Columbus, I think you had some family lived in Columbus, Indiana, didn't you, Tim?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Well, was that I got to become friends with him, and then he found out and got to know the vendor real good, and found out what time and day they were stocking both the Walmarts in Columbus, and found out about Target. And anytime I go down there, I couldn't get anything. They'd be completely gone. And I mean, it was nothing. And people, he was selling, you know, he still does it to this day. Every single night on Facebook, he goes live and does like a wacky Wednesday rip and a thirsty Thursday. And he gets these stupid names he comes up with. Well, I was in Walmart last week, Thursday, and I got there about an hour early. I thought, well, I'm going to wait, because every time I've been going to Walmart here recently, the shelves have been cleaned out. Sure enough, lo and behold, that guy in Columbus, he showed up at the Franklin Walmart, which is 20 miles the other way from him. He walked in. Hey, Dennis, what are you doing? He says, what are you here for? And I said, well, I'm here for some football and Pokemon. Well, how many you wanting? And I said, Carl, I said, you might as well go ahead and go back home. I said, you ain't getting none. I said, I'm taking it all.
Yeah.
The look on his face, you know, I told him, I said, dude, I said, stay in your own town. Don't be coming up here. I said, you keep that place cleaned in Columbus. I said, you ain't cleaning it here in Franklin. So, you know
You're
what?
on my turf.
Yeah.
I
Like your turf.
when I stocked it, and then after they took the pictures, I went over there and just everything in the cart. And then I went and did my shopping. By that time I come back, he was gone. Then I started putting stuff back on the shelves.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you know, I wasn't going to have it. I wasn't gonna have it, you know, and I told some of the other ones that were behind me, you know, couldn't hear me. I said, don't worry. I said, if you're wanting any of this, I said, I'm going to wait till he goes. I'm going to put it back on the shelf.
Wow. Crazy.
So,
Anarchy. Anarchy.
Anarchy.
For cards.
So
Anarchy.
what? You were standing there waiting till they stocked it then?
yep, there was a line. But by the time they got there and got finished stocking, there was a line. And so I'm going to make sure I'm there early every week And
Yeah.
he shows up. All the football, all the Pokemon, it's going in the cart. I'm gonna make sure I let everyone else know once that guy leaves. I'm gonna put it back on the shelf.
Jesus.
So they
You
have,
see,
there's people there with their kids, and, you know.
Oh yeah.
This reminds me back when the Wii came out. I actually was fighting a little 8-year-old girl for it at the Target. So I asked for it. I had to go get somebody who had the key. They were coming back. This little girl says, "I want that." I said, "No, I stood here first." This is
Wow.
starting to sound like that craze during that time when you couldn't buy a Wii.
It was. Yeah, it was. So I
can you
mean,
imagine seeing tennis on the Indianapolis News? 2 men caught fighting tonight in Walmart over Pokemon cards.
I'm sure it's made the news somewhere.
well, I tell you what's amazing is also when he's there, he's talking to everybody. Oh, he's trying to be friends with everybody and everything else. And then he's advertising, oh yeah, come check out my Facebook. I come in there and I do breaks every night and live rips, and he's putting out all his information so he can come in there and swipe all that off the shelves. Now he's got the whole community in Columbus and Franklin. Can't find it anywhere else. Well, guess who's got it? Carl.
Crazy Carl.
See, that's kind of the same thing when I go to the meat raffles. They kind of do the same thing with those tickets. Those stripping tickets.
Uh-huh.
End up there, and if there's only a little bit left, they'll buy them all, and nobody else gets a chance.
Ah.
And that holder might be at the bottom of the barrel, or it could be, or it couldn't be.
Yep.
It depends.
People. What's wrong with this?
Sounds like it's a monopoly, I tell you.
Yeah, do not pass.
Well, I just was wondering why, the last before that, 2 or 3 weeks before that, there, be just scraps of stuff here and there, not the real good stuff. And I thought, what the heck, are they not stocking the shelves? We'll come find out. Carl did way to Franklin.
Wow.
And so now, since I know, and I know when they stock, no, I'm gonna beat them. And I'm send them home.
That's still
It'd
just
be like, it could be like a movie. You could just see a video Dennis walking in.
Now he's gonna get there, and
Carl.
you get there probably to beat.
No,
you.
he won't.
yeah.
I won't.
Still crazy.
There's a
Great.
kid sitting there crying. What's wrong? When there's no Pokemon. Freaking Carl.
Yeah.
You know what else is still pretty crazy?
What's that?
Go
Prices.
All right.
Man, I'll tell you, they're looking pretty good. We are at right now, it says in the green $2.10, but we are at $3,026.50. It says the high was $3,027, but I know it went higher than that.
3,000. Cha-ching.
Yeah, 2025. Silver did the old 0.3, went up to 33.13, so it's still holding solid. I figured it'd be at 34 by now, but it's
Give
not.
it time. It's gonna make its move.
All right. Platinum went up to $992 and it's jumped $4. We got palladium went up $4 at $988. And rhodium, it says unch, but it's at $6,100. So I know it went up $300.
You have that gold in the mail yet, Scott?
No.
You need to get it in the mail.
We'll get on that subject here after Bitcoin prices.
I
Jared,
haven't seen any proof yet.
Jared, what's the Bitcoin at?
It is up 2.35% on the day to $85,891.
Holding in that 80s zone. Oh, so you didn't watch the video clip, Scott?
Oh, I seen it.
You have to make up a bag of pay dirt, my friend, and we
Yes,
have
you
to
do.
give it away.
Proof is in the pudding.
Yep, it is there in
Right in the video.
full color.
So you've seen it.
Colors, it says.
Your own
So-
words. You even said 2025. Your own
Yeah.
words.
Yeah, it came right out of his mouth. Yep.
I heard 2024.
No,
No,
that was the first,
even
and I
said
said I'm not an
2025.
idiot. There's only 2 days left in 24.
Scott, I told Tim you were going to say it was AI and fake. And
You're busted.
We generated the video from AI.
Actually, I think you
That's
said
what I told Rob. That's what I thought it was. No.
Yeah.
nope. You're busted.
So you got to make up a pay dirt bag with the
Right?
with the gram of gold in it. And we'll give it away.
Yeah, Grandma Golden.
It was a gram of gold.
I know.
And you can't put no cat turds in there or nothing.
Oh no, that's never mind.
Just dirt and gold. All right, Scott, we'll let you pick tonight's card since
Hey, I go in the middle.
What would you do for fun if you had to give up electricity?
ah,
Easy. Prospector.
yeah. Yeah, you don't need
Just
electricity.
use the power of the water.
That's it, right?
As long as you're in that area.
Or fishing. Or
I'd go fishing.
Electricity.
Now does a spark plug, you gonna count that as electricity?
that what?
I
What?
say you gonna count a spark plug as electricity?
No,
No.
no.
Well,
Electricity.
then I'd still be doing everything I still do. I go boating and still be prospecting.
Yeah, you can go boating and prospecting, sure.
Yeah. Hunting, fishing,
Yeah.
loving every day.
All the
That's-
outdoor stuff.
yeah.
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 Fishing.
Right, Rich? I know Rich would be hunting and fishing. Yeah.
I'd definitely go fishing.
Yeah. Jaron?
Prospecting, metal detecting,
Oh,
whatever.
metal detecting. Forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that too. That's a good one too.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Metal
don't need electricity for none of those enjoyable hobbies. No electricity required.
That's right.
See?
I mean, if you really went that way, you can't like spark plugs and batteries and stuff. You could set up solar panels and have electricity.
Well, it says with no electricity, so you can't.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
but
No,
like I
no,
said,
no.
No
battery.
electricity.
Yeah, but we have propane, so we have
Oh,
propane.
that's true.
Yeah, but you
We have
can't.
propane for lights.
Right,
So we
right.
have,
That's right. You cannot have electricity.
Yep. we have propane for lights and we have wood for heat.
Yeah, propane lights, wood heat. Yeah.
So we don't have
Propane heat, sure, but no electricity.
we don't have electricity at the cabin at all. So
There you go. See? Off the grid.
Right.
So
we
no
have batteries for the radio.
batteries are not considered electricity, are they?
No.
I didn't think so. Are they?
Hours.
If you say
Well, they're
power, it depends on.
self-contained.
Right? It's a different type of power.
Yeah, but it's not actual electricity.
Right.
See, I would think a battery would be considered electricity. A spark plug would, because a spark plug generates a spark, not electricity.
Right.
Battery
Huh.
is
That's a good
electricity.
Electricity, you get it from a source.
Right. So would they consider battery a source?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's holding
Holds
the
current.
power.
Yeah, it holds current. So
Yeah.
yeah, so no battery then, boys. Huh.
I guess
That
you-
changes the program.
That changes everything.
I guess
I mean,
metal.
you can't go-
I guess you're right. Could be.
I'm with Rich. You can't go boating without a radio. Darn it.
Yeah.
Can't go metal detecting without batteries.
That's true too.
Correct.
Ah,
Yes, I'm down to prospecting.
yep. You don't need batteries for
Very
prospecting.
true.
No, you can still throw a shovel.
Yep.
Scott, you want to throw that link out to him?
Yeah, send our
Yeah, we'll get him
link.
going here. Let me just jump on over
Run a
here.
gas motor. You can pull start it.
Yeah. You don't need a battery. That's right. That is correct.
We adding the guests?
Yes,
No.
the
I
guest,
am sending.
guest is en route. Tonight we have Dillion Prichard from, what is it? B King
Kings Outdoors.
Stores? B King.
What was his name again?
Dillion Prichard, right, Scott?
Yeah.
He will
Now, I
be-
told him, I said, well, just send the link. You just type the link, type your name in, and then you should be able to go in. But I hope well, if it's like mine, it says join from browser. So maybe he'll see that part.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, he's like I said, he's doing pretty good, digging with some cool people, and he's right around here in Arizona. He's actually around Wickenburg way, as what we say as the crow flies that way.
Uh-huh.
Because driving it, it's about an hour away.
You got to go as the crow flies.
If you had a little airplane, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
There he is.
Okay, let's see.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Sure
Good to
can.
go. Good to go.
All right. Well, welcome to the show, Dylan. How are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Oh, hanging in there. It's Sunday. Sunday. So, what can tell me a little bit about B Kings Outdoors? What is that?
So B Kings Outdoors, what we do is we just run around between a couple different states. We prospect, we hunt, we kind of do everything. Mainly our main focus is prospecting.
Okay. And you're where at? You're located in Arizona, correct?
Yes, sir. We're here kind of central Arizona.
Okay. So you know our Scott, do you?
Yeah, we've met.
Where are you over? Are you over in the Wickenburg area more than anything?
Yeah, we're closer to Prescott than Wickenburg.
All right.
So you prospect, you hunt, fish, all that good stuff on this is like an outdoor channel on YouTube.
Yes, sir. It's a outdoor channel. Like I said, we mainly do prospecting or like detector courses, stuff like that. Try and teach people to get out, have fun. We got some claims for like Patreons and stuff like that to our channel.
Right.
We give them access. I got a 20-acre claim.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome. Now, what's the name of the website and the YouTube channel?
YouTube channel is B Kings Outdoors.
Okay.
Our Patreon is Patreon at bkingsoutdoors.com, I think.
Okay. Can they link to that from your YouTube channel?
Yes, sir. Should be up on the main page there.
All right, cool. Makes it easy for them. That
Yeah.
one, I'm sure. Oh, Jaron's already got it posted in the chat room. Thank you, Jaron. Way to go.
Right on. Thank you.
Awesome. So what is Arizona the only state you prospect in, or?
No, I've gone to California quite a few times with some good friends out there. We do more detecting out there as well than anything. But
Right.
we've been really successful every time we've gone out.
Nice.
That
Now,
goes to say because you can't do anything else in
I was gonna
California.
say, I was gonna ask if you was a dredger, but I ask if you like dredging, but you probably don't get to do much of it, do you?
Now, as far as dredging goes, I got like a dry land dredge set up with a
Okay.
Keen high banker here that I use.
Right.
Obviously, when we get rain.
Yeah. Joys of Arizona, right?
Yeah. Other than that, we kind of get together. We run dry washers. I got high bankers coming out of my ears, so I usually set one up every now and then. Run
Right.
some material just to have fun. Or
So what kind of dry wash are you running?
we got a Keen 151.
Okay. Is that the kind you got, Scott?
Oh yeah.
The 151s? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a desert prospector, so I have no clue. That's Scott's forte.
Yeah, like 151 just seems to work really good, whether you're with just one person or three people. I think it still works great myself. But
Right. So
Just-
how long you been doing this, Dylan? What got you started in it?
I've been doing this for quite a few years now. I've always been in mining.
Uh-huh.
I guess let me put it that way. I've always been in mining in the big industries.
Okay.
Bounced between Arizona here and Colorado for a big mining outfit. And then one day I decided to look at my wife and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Like we're going back home and I'm going after the gold, you know what I mean? So
Sure.
we packed everything up and moved down here and just put it. I've been extremely blessed and been able to find enough gold to keep rolling.
Nice.
I mean, times can be hard and tough, but
Right.
Been able to detect quite a few pounds of gold over the
Wow.
past couple of years. So
Really? Well, you're doing pretty good with the detector. And what kind of detector are you swinging?
I run quite a few. My favorite right now, I'm running the Garrett Axiom.
Okay.
I really
Ain't
love
that
that
the
machine.
brand new one?
Yeah, it came out a couple years ago, but yeah, it's their latest, newest PI machine.
Okay.
You're not running a gold monster?
I've got a gold monster. I got a
Yeah,
Gold
baby.
Master 24K. Ran the GPZ 7000 for the past few years as well until I was able to get my hands on the Axiom,
Uh-huh.
and I was blown away. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even need the 7000 with what that Axiom can do, and the weight. Yeah, it's extremely lightweight, long battery life. You don't need no mind lab.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
that's nice. That's really nice to hear. And like I said, it sounds like you're doing pretty darn good with the detector. Right,
Yeah.
better with the detector than with dry washing, would you say?
Oh, my main source of prospecting is detecting.
It's detecting. You
Yeah.
don't get the constant bullets and stuff that we hear about all the time.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I've found many, many, many bullets.
All right,
And
so
the
what's
cancela.
that what, Scott?
And the cancela.
Oh. So what is your answer to that bullet finding dilemma that you guys suffer from down there?
What do you mean by that?
Well, I know every time I ran Scott about it, I'm like, why don't you go out metal detecting? He's like, because there's too many damn bullets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean there's no doubt about it, but the one cool thing is you never know what you're gonna find.
Right.
I mean, what I thought was gonna end up being an old blasting cap actually ended up being a 1893 silver quarter,
Oh wow. Okay.
that we ended up pulling out. And so you never really know. So keep
You
digging them bullets until it turns into
you
something
just
cool.
know at the beginning of every day I'm gonna be digging a lot of bullets, right?
Oh yeah.
That's what you tell yourself. I know I'm gonna be digging a lot of bullets, but there's gonna be that piece of gold too.
And it's really amazing how you go out in the desert where there's nothing around
Yeah.
and there's so many stinking bullets. What
There's
do
so
they
many
do?
bullets. What's the story?
Well, you got to remember back in the day, everybody
Yeah.
was gunfighting for this land.
It's the West, man.
Yeah,
Man,
it's the Wild
like,
West. Everybody literally, there was gunfight after gunfight everywhere in this country.
Right. Oh,
And you had to hunt for survival too. So I mean, there's
sure.
bullets everywhere. Oh man, there's so much trash. It's freaking ridiculous.
Really? Wow.
And like I hate those freaking little pieces of aluminum foil. God, I hate
Yeah,
those things.
cancela.
Yeah, because it sounds so good and it sounds perfect and it won't pick up on a magnet, but it's still trash.
Yeah.
So what's the coolest thing you ever found out there?
I'd say my 1893 silver quarters, one of my favorites, but I ended up pulling an 84.4 gram nugget out, and that's been my favorite.
Did you say
wait,
84?
What?
84.4 grams.
I thought that's what you said. Yeah, I bet that was your favorite. But
Yeah, that one I was speechless. I found many, many 1 ouncers, quite a few 2 ouncers, and stuff like that. But finding that 84 grammer, I mean, that was
wow.
I was speechless. I couldn't even.
Oh, I
Yeah,
bet.
I didn't even know how to talk.
I bet.
How deep did you find it?
That one was about 4 foot in.
Really?
Yeah, from where I got the official hit.
Wow. Wow. Man, way to go, dude. That's a heck of a find.
Yeah.
That's like a lifetime find there. It's a tough one to beat. But the
Oh,
quarter
yeah.
is cool. The quarter is definitely a cool second.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah.
there's still a lot of big gold out in this country.
Right.
I know a lot of other fellow prospectors who get out detect. I mean, some of these guys find a few grams a day, and some are blessed to find quite a few ounces.
Right.
So,
Right.
and then sometimes we all get that dry spell where you're wondering if you chose the right direction in life.
Sure. And then bam, back on it again, right?
Yeah, and then you detect that nugget, you pop it out, and then you're like, oh yeah, everything's good and great, and usually it ends up smacking you again.
You said that thing was 4 feet.
Correct.
So while you're digging this thing, you're like, oh my gosh, what if I get all the way down there and it's just a freaking bullet,
That's
Well,
the name of the
gosh.
game when you're a detectorist.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to dig every target, right?
Now, if you're getting a bullet 4 feet, you got one heck of a metal detector. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But
Right.
Yeah, because I was going to say most bullets ain't going to be that deep.
Right, that too, right?
Well, and it had to be a bigger object being 4 feet deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, an 84 gram
Yeah,
nugget's
like,
pretty dense.
I was gonna say that's pretty big nugget, right?
Yeah, it was pretty solid. I think I've got a short of it up on our YouTube there. We'll probably pop up a short and be able to see it. It's kind of round, funky. I mean, very dense, solid nugget.
Wow. Wow. That I don't even know
it had to be pretty
how
big.
yeah, how would you feel to find that? That's just would be an amazing feeling for sure.
Me, I would have dug it up and it'd been an old buried piece of fence post.
See, Scott, that's why I say you should always be out there metal detecting. Just dig your bullets and you're gonna find the gold, but you gotta be
No, I just seen a video of you. I seen snow flurries. I could have swore I did. And you were metal detecting with a bunch of guys. Where do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, was that with Dan Hurd and Jason with Mount Baker Mining and Metals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where were you guys at?
We were out down here in Arizona on one of the claims. I take people for courses and stuff.
Oh, okay. And it was
I know it was cold.
Oh, it was cold. It sucked. We were drenched. One day, out of everything, I think Dan Hurd was down here for like 5 days with us total. We ran dry washers for the first few days, hot as heck. And then we're like, oh, we're going to go detecting this day. Jason shows up and it's just downpouring.
wow.
Like, yeah, go figure.
But
So I
you
see
guys-
one of your videos you got says Garrett Gold Challenge 2024. I see you were with Dan Hurd there too. How did how did that one work out for you? You find some nice gold there?
Yeah, so as far as the Garrett Gold Challenge goes, that was a fun event. We had Freddie Dodge, Dan Hurd, Pioneer Pauly, the whole Garrett crew with us, as well as our good family friends out in California. We did pretty good. During the event, I only found one nugget. I think it ended up being like a 2.3, 2.4 grammer. But before the event, we were up on kind of the other side of the mountain detecting, ended up finding 23 grams.
Wow.
The day before the event.
Jeez, you guys are killing it.
Yeah, one, I don't know if you guys can actually see it in this little display I got here. But
we don't know. We can't see that at all.
That's it. Yeah. Holy cow, that's a beautiful piece right there.
yeah.
That is a beautiful specimen piece right there. Beautiful.
Yeah, so that one I popped out before the event, and then during it, like I said, I only pulled out one nugget, but also I'm not a very greedy guy, so I just kind of got my one and took off up over the hill and let everybody else hammer it. Just
right.
A lot of those guys don't get to detect for that kind of gold very often.
No, no, that's really amazing. Wow.
I would have been like you too. Well, I found this. I'm over here, guys. See you
later. I'll go back to the truck for a while.
Yeah, you let your heart slow down.
Now, was that does Garrett own that claim or?
No, that wasn't Garrett's claim. It's a friend of ours who owns the claim. We just Garrett wanted to kind of put an event together, so we all came together as a team and made a spot work. And we're in the plans of getting another one together, I think, here in the near future. So
that's cool. Probably the same property again, you think, or somewhere different?
I don't know for sure yet what all the details are going to be. But either way, I mean, every time we've gone out to California, it's been pretty good.
Sure. Yeah.
If you're finding big gold, that'd be a heck of a place to dry wash, I bet.
Oh yeah. I might even take the high banker. There might be some water up there.
Okay.
Well, that'd be even better there.
Yeah. That'd be a lot better.
Heck yeah.
Agreed. 100%.
Just bring me a couple scoops. There you go.
So, what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you? Well, you've been either metal detecting or dry washing or anything like that.
I think probably one of the scariest things, I'll put it this way, I was working in kind of a big wash.
A dry wash?
What's that?
Say you're working a dry wash?
Yeah, it was a dry wash. I was kind of
Okay.
digging, pulling out some material, and we ended up having about a half-ton boulder come down, dang near on top of us.
Oh man.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you think you're safe, but you know,
Yeah.
Never underestimate the boulders, boys. Never
we've-
underestimate.
all of us have been there, and we've all done it, especially if you're getting good gold.
Yeah, you got blinders on when you're
Yeah.
getting good gold. Sure. Yeah. Well,
Everybody's about safety until you're getting good gold.
yeah. Then it flies right
Yeah.
out the window. Oh, we could dig a little more. Sure.
And then all of a sudden, a big rock hits you in the arm or side of the leg, and you're like, "Yeah, I should have seen that one coming."
Yeah. Then for some reason you just keep going. I don't know. It's just
Blinded by the gold. Yeah.
Gold fever.
Yeah, that's it. Gold fever. For sure.
Yeah.
And without
it's
it-
real.
Yeah. Right. It definitely is. Yeah. So how about you've prospected, you say just in California and Arizona? Have you been anywhere else? Have you been out east anywhere? Or?
No, not yet. I haven't traveled anywhere else, mainly just these two states.
Yeah. Do you want to? You want to get up to like the Dan Hurd's area? Ain't he up in like Maine area? Or am I
He's in British
I'm thinking-
Columbia.
I
Oh,
would say
right.
BC.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
of Brian. That's why I was thinking of Brian. He's up towards Maine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I'm all for wanting to obviously kind of expand and head out to other places, learn a little bit of different geology and learn from others on how they do things. Because I do know, I mean, their prospecting is different everywhere you go,
Yeah.
obviously. And, you know, geology is a big thing on that, tools. So I always like learning, hearing different stories,
Right.
you know, and somebody's always got a good idea or something better, you know?
Right. Something that you go, oh, I got to try that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's
'cause
like
you don't
Me,
know.
I,
Right.
it's like me. I suck at geology. I mean, I know what a rock. I know what I'm looking at. But somebody goes, "What is it?" I'm like, it's rock.
It's a rock.
Yeah, it's a leverite.
Yeah, I know what I'm looking at, but I can't explain it to you.
Right. Yeah, that's why it amazes me. Like Jeff Williams, he's just,
Oh gosh, he's so good. Yeah.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
tells
but
you
he is
30
an actual
different
geologist.
stones.
Yeah. What? I
Yeah.
can't keep
There-
up
There's
with
quite a few I know, but I have to admit, sometimes I'm like Scott, and I'm like,
it's a junk rock.
it's a pretty green rock.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, we'll just leave that here.
Yeah, but you think if it's pretty, it should be a valuable rock. Should be worth keeping. It's the
Most of
ugly
the time,
rock
it's not.
that you think aren't worth nothing. Yeah, that's what it is. That's my way of looking at geology. Oh, it's pretty and shiny. Oh, it must be good.
We
Yeah.
got. You know what's funny, Tim? Out here in Arizona, we got rocks that are ugly, and they don't look nothing until you polish them up, and then they're worth something. But
Oh, see, well, that would confuse the heck out of me then.
yeah, you
yeah.
got to know it.
Some of our ore out here doesn't even look like ore. You know, you're looking at it and you're like, what is that? And you pop it open, I mean, pan it down a little bit, and it could be loaded with gold or silver.
Wow.
You're like, didn't realize that. Yeah, there's gold.
Interesting. That's crazy. So you ever do any like of the gem hunting out there in Arizona?
No, I don't really do any gem hunting. I've got a good friend who I end up going with quite often. We do kind of hike around, but he's more of the gem nut.
Right.
So I'm always looking for
You're looking-
deposits or,
yeah.
you know, my
Got it.
side of it.
Well, yeah, you're still covering ground, so you might as well be looking, right?
Yeah. But I do love going out finding crystals, agates. You know, I do, but I still prefer my gold.
Right.
Do you find a lot of agates?
We actually have a lot of agates out this way.
All right.
Yeah,
I
quite a
don't
bit.
Ah. So
Yeah.
no turquoise or nothing yet?
Turquoise is a little more west of us.
Or west of where you are? Okay.
Yeah.
What's there
the-
another stone that you guys are famous for down there?
What's
That's
that?
true. Yeah.
I thought there was another stone you guys were famous for down there too. Turquoise.
the turquoise is very huge.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
Isn't there?
essentially, it is the copper state,
Right.
Yeah.
but the state has dang near every mineral you could imagine. I mean, you
Gotcha.
break it down. Arizona has a lot of precious metals,
Yeah.
certain
What's
precious gemstones that people look for.
Right.
is one parrot? Is it peridot?
Peridot?
It might
Yeah,
be. I swear we just did a story on this.
I know. That's what I was thinking. Wasn't it peridot was in Arizona?
Might have
Because
been.
we dang sure know turquoise is.
Yeah, but turquoise is like, yeah.
And then we still have fire agate too, which that to me that's just some cool looking stuff. When you
Yeah,
get that,
I've got some fire agate, and that is the cool stuff. I mean,
yeah,
it's worth a lot of money, if you find the right piece and you polish it.
Uh-huh.
But hell, it's so beautiful. You just want to
Really?
keep it. Yeah, it's some of the most incredible stuff. It's
I think some of it looks better than opals.
I think it's better than opals
Yeah,
personally, especially when they're polished. I know a guy who's out in Kansas. He comes down here to Arizona every year, ends up getting like a bucket full of it, and he heads back home and he just polishes them up and turns them and sells them. I mean, sometimes he's got, just like an ounce stone selling for $5,000.
What?
yeah. I mean, yeah, they look great. Some of them they got multiple eyes in them. Though that's the to me those look the best.
Yeah, some of it looks cartoony. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? You turn it just right and it looks like one of them crazy dragon scales. It's glittery, like 20 different colors.
yeah, they are awesome.
Yeah,
Some of them are pretty great.
yeah.
Well, those sound like they'd be cool to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Arizona says amethyst, garnets, jade, jasper, obsidian, onyx, opal, azurite, peridot, petrified wood, fire agates, quartz crystals.
I don't know.
Wow. Definitely a variety to choose from. But them fire agates, it'd be cool. So you always got your eye on the ground for them when you're out metal detecting too, then, huh?
Oh yeah. I always got my eyes down. I'm always looking.
So how many times a week do you try to get out?
Well, essentially it's what I do for a living. So I'm out 5, 6, 7 days a week.
Oh, nice. Well, way to go, brother. That's cool.
Is it
Yeah.
getting warm over there?
Oh, it's getting warm.
Yeah.
That's kind of depressing. I've enjoyed the 50s and 60s, and now
Right.
the temperatures are climbing, and yeah.
And
That's
you'll
what I was telling them. I was telling him earlier. I'm like, we got one rainstorm, and that was our spring. Whoop, it's over.
Yeah, pretty much.
you'll still be out there in the heat. You're out there 5, 6 days a week, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. We don't stop. I mean, that's the thing is when you're
What's your
doing it for a
job?
living, it's
Yeah.
no different than
Right. It's your
you're 9 to
job.
5 somewhere else. Yeah. So it sucks. It's 120 degrees. You're
Yeah,
sweating to death. You're burnt red, but it
Yeah.
don't matter, man. You're having fun.
right. You're doing what you love.
Yeah.
So it's not work. When you do what you love, it's
Yeah, and
it's plain
that's
out.
how I look at it. I
Yeah.
mean, my wife may not look at it like that, but I do. Work all the time, so
That's right. And if we all could have a job that was fun and we liked doing, we'd have it made.
Yeah. You got machinery on your claims?
on one of them we do. On the rest we do by hand.
Buckets and shovel,
Buckets, shovels, and detectors.
huh? And detectors. Yeah, I knew you'd go throw that in there.
Oh, ask anybody that knows me. I've always got a detector or two in the truck.
Really?
Always.
There you go.
Everywhere I go.
You're like,
Yeah, why not take the advantage, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, that's pretty much what I know. It's what I've done for quite a few years now. So there's nothing like finding gold with a metal detector. I mean, I love digging, running high bankers and all that stuff and seeing the gold. But when you pull a nugget out with a detector, that really brightens up your day.
I'd have to. Yeah. I would love to experience that one time. That would be cool. Especially,
Well, you got to get out, Tim.
oh, you got to get out like where you guys are at. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's where it's at. Stuff like what he just showed us. That,
That's an extremely good piece right there.
Yeah, I mean, I've got Others, I mean, I don't know if you can see this one or not, but
Oh yeah. See?
Pretty cool.
That's a beautiful piece too.
Yeah.
Heck
that's
yeah.
another solid one.
Wow. Very nice.
This one's from Arizona.
Those are your Arizona finds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them are pretty good up there. You got to just be in the right place. But
And yeah, that's a lot of it too. I mean, you got to be in the right place, but gold is where you find it, and that is always true.
Yeah.
I've been on inside bins where it looked perfect and there should be gold there. There wasn't a speck. And on
Yeah.
the far outside edge of it is where the nuggets were.
Wow.
right.
You
As
know,
soon as
and
they
then
lost steam.
upstream, they were on the inside bin. You know, it just gold is where you find it.
So we have a question we usually ask our guests if money wasn't an object, you could go anywhere in the world, no restrictions, where would you go?
Oh, that's a hard question. I don't know. Something about New Zealand seems pretty fun.
New Zealand. Wow.
New Zealand. Usually everybody
Scenery.
says Australia.
I thought he was going to say Australia. That's what I thought.
Well, that's what mine used to be, but watching the Tassie boys and Lee and everybody and Rob Parsons, I'm saying Tasmania now or New Zealand. That
Really?
I mean, have you guys seen some of the sizes of the spiders there in Africa? Like, screw that.
Well, you guys got spiders that big in Arizona, don't you?
We ain't got them the size of dinner plates yet.
No, not that big. I was gonna say I just tossed one off my tarp day before yesterday, taking it all out. There was one in my. I was like, oh, that's a good place to hide from the rain, buddy. Like, because if I had went to see him, I would have flipped the tarp, and that sucker would have been on my back. I'd know it would have.
Yeah, exactly.
See?
Been game over.
I would think with big spiders, though, you could see them from farther away.
Yeah, but they run faster.
Yeah, that's true. They do got longer legs.
Yeah, they can cover.
Yeah, I'm not playing that game. No.
And believe it or not, tarantulas at a fast, they can go pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
I
But
I can't do it for long.
But tarantulas are pretty cool though, so I don't mind them.
Right. Have
Yeah,
you
I don't mind them, but the scorpions, heck no.
Yeah, the scorpions I hate pretty big too, because you flip over a rock and usually one's trying to get you right in the finger.
Right.
Yeah.
Have they ever got you? Have you ever got nailed yet?
Oh, I've been nailed many times.
Oh,
I grew up
really?
in the state. Yeah, it sucks.
Oh, that's brutal. That'd be nothing worse. Sticking your hand under a rock to lift it, and bam, they got you.
Yeah.
Oh, they look for you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's it. There it is. There's your finger. They aim for you, buddy. There's like they don't even hit the rock. They know where your finger's at for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate them things.
You guys got all those fun, crazy.
But that's the desert. It either wants to poke, stab, bite, or kill you.
Yeah. That's what we hear all the time. It's like, God, but you guys love it down there. Yeah. Are you originally from Arizona?
Yeah, I'm originally from Arizona.
Born and raised there?
Yeah, born and raised here. Grew up in a little town called Baghdad, Arizona.
Uh-huh.
It's a mining town.
Gotcha. That's where you got your feet wet, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, that's cool. You love it there. There ain't nothing wrong with it, brother. And if you can make a living doing what you love, that's even better yet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah. That is
so
cool.
what's your future looking like now? What do you got? I mean, it's 2025. We just started out pretty much in our season. You know, it's half over, or the winter is, but still
Right.
the whole summer stretch. Where do you think you're going to go from here?
I got a few projects lined up for doing some prospecting, trying to help some gentlemen get some little operations going. So we'll be part of that. Sounds like another Garrett Gold Challenge. So, I mean, our goal this year is to hopefully be able to put out a little bit more better videos for everybody. Get a little bit more in depth on teaching because I have a lot of people that are always asking questions.
Sure.
And obviously, with my work schedule, I'm always busy. You know what I mean? So my goal is to try and just pump out a little bit more content, I guess is the way to say it, to
Right.
keep people
Right.
interested. And other than that, this year is just videos and trying to get around and get to some new places, learn some more.
Right. So every time you go out, you just strap on a GoPro and just head out swinging, right?
Yeah, GoPro or my cell phone.
Oh, okay. Really? Just use
Yeah,
your cell phone a lot too?
yeah, my phone has been my main camera.
Right.
Really, I set it up on tripod or something like that and just get going.
Nice. Very cool. I'm impressed. I think it's very cool. Yeah. It's
So it
nice.
looks like your YouTube channel was originally first post I see was 3 years ago, and then
Yep.
looks like about a year ago you actually started to make more content.
Yeah, so we ended up backing off for a while. Had some things come up, and well, you know how life is.
Yeah.
Really started Be Kings. Everybody wanted me to kind of push it, and so we started to ramp up, and ended up taking that break for a while. And then my kids were like, "Dad, what are you doing?" You know what I mean? Like that. So my daughters are what pushed me to keep going more, and then some other friends and family were like, "Come on, man, just throw little videos out, throw some pictures up." So when I started doing that, obviously people are interested when you find big nuggets,
Sure.
Oh
you
yeah.
know, and then there's always those people out there that say you're fake and you're lying.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
But so I just started slowly posting things, some hunting videos, some prospecting, and now we're at the point where, you know, we have kind of a base, I guess is to say, you know, we got people that are expecting videos to be out like every other week, or
Yeah. You have
you
your
know,
core followers that just are expecting to see it. Yep.
yeah, I mean, questions. I wake up every morning and I've always got a handful or two of questions
Mm-hmm.
between all the social media accounts, you know what I mean? So
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
you know, and I guess back to it, Scott, is wanting to help promote and build my detecting courses as well on that, you know what I mean, to try and help people learn, understand their machines. I don't claim to be a professional, but I just try and help people be efficient.
Right.
Um, the faster you can move through your trash, the faster you are to get into that piece of gold.
Sure. That
So,
makes sense. Yeah. Faster you could get through them bullets, the faster you'll get to the gold, Scott.
Well, I
It
guess
just takes
I probably already know the answer to this question, but you know, all finding all those nuggets probably ruined it for you. So you probably don't hunt parks and stuff like other metal detectors, right?
no, I don't do, well, I can't say I don't, but I haven't done any of that kind of detecting.
The relic end of it.
I haven't done any relic hunting, um,
Would
mainly
you,
just all prospecting.
but now like if you had the opportunity to do a relic hunt on some great piece of land that's known for a lot of relics, would you like to do that?
Oh, of course.
Okay. You still would enjoy to relic hunt. You just haven't really.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, like I said, with doing this for a living, it's just mainly what I do and what I know.
Right.
But yeah, you're dang straight. I mean, if something ever came
You're
up and
like,
someone's
hell
like, hey,
yeah.
yeah, somebody's like, hey, let's go get some relics.
You're
Yeah, I'm
like,
down.
I'm in.
Yeah.
It's so funny because a guy that metal detects for gold is a lot different than a guy that does relics. He would go to a relic hunt. He goes, "These guys are freaking flying."
Yeah, and that's the other thing. There is a huge difference. Yes, there's a huge difference between us as detectorists.
See, I would think, oh, it's just all detected.
Oh no, there's such a huge difference. But then you have them relic hunters that have been out here. Um, like I met George and Tim with the Garrett crew,
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
Diggers
yeah.
TV. They came down and we were all kind of sitting together, and they went up on the hill and started detecting, looking for gold, right? And they're all, that's not how you do it here. We're not looking for rings or coins, you know.
Oh, yeah, now that you showed that motion, that's exactly what they do to you, right?
Yeah, it's like slow down, slow down.
You're
There
going
is a
way
difference. But I'm
Uh,
sure they'd be making fun of me if I went out east and I just started detecting like I'm detecting for gold, and they're like, "Oh, this guy
Oh,
ain't finding for
Yeah,
that."
yeah.
oh yeah. They go, what is this dude doing? He goes, I'm not gonna miss a target.
I'm not
Like,
missing
dude,
anything.
you go over something, go, wow. Trust me, you ain't gonna miss anything.
Yeah,
'Cause, yeah,
especially those people that are used to like seeded hunts where everything's not deep and
Right?
yeah, they're like,
easily
like 2 inches,
found.
two
Man,
inches in the ground.
that is cool. I really think it's awesome what you're doing. I really,
no, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
it's cool to see somebody that's actually, like I said, doing it as their, full-time job. This is my job. I take this seriously. I get out and every day I'm out there making a living, and that's really cool. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. You know, a lot of people are always like, "Hey, you're living the dream, man. I'm
yeah,
jealous."
right.
But it's also like I also don't show everybody the hard times.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Right.
know, which most of us creators don't, right? But a lot of the people don't get to see the bad times.
Sure.
You know, you go 2 months without finding a piece of gold, you're
Yeah.
like, well, we're back to ramen noodles.
Right. We're gonna start this month.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Sure.
know, and then you end up finding some good gold, and you're like, all right, we're good for another two
Back
weeks.
on top.
No,
Champagne and caviar.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
So
But
are those
you know.
gold nuggets on the side of your hat?
Oh no, it's
Oh,
no, they're little bands. My wife and minor ma got me. One's a
oh,
gold detector, and the other one's a gold pen and a pick.
oh, cool. Okay. Very cool. Yeah. But still, I just think it's pretty neat. Yeah. Uh-huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
Metal detector nuggets, whatever.
mean, but Scott, you're there. Get your detector
Hey,
out.
yeah, Tim, I'm
Go.
here all right.
Go.
I got plenty of miles between left leg and right leg, and I know how many bullets I found. And trust me,
But see,
that's like,
you gave up,
oh
right?
yeah, oh
See?
yeah,
See?
oh
You
yeah.
know, but I'll say I'll put it to you this way too. There's been times I've been in such a trashy area. Uh, an example: my buddy Cotton and I were out the other day looking for some nuggets out on my claim, and I hit a patch where it's just old staples. I mean, hell, I probably dug up 200 or 300 little staples,
Oh,
Oh, that would drive you nuts.
and you know, like of course, the way I detect, I got a big magnet on the end of my pick, so that helps. You know, it picks
right.
up the trash, you just keep moving. But I mean, after a couple hundred of them things, I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I don't need it this bad right here. I'm just let's go dig a hole and find gold because it's going to be a lot funner than picking up all these.
They pick up all these staples.
Yeah,
God, yeah, that would be rough. It would.
Well,
but
nobody buys.
there's times you come into a nugget patch though too, so you never know. I
Sure.
mean,
Have you ever hit a nugget patch like that?
my best. It wasn't my best day for weight, but the most amount of nuggets I found in a day was 37.
Wow,
Wow.
that's a
Good
great.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was only 96 or 97 grams,
total.
but
Still, dude,
37 nuggets.
way to go, man.
That's a good pull.
That's a great pull.
Yeah, best day as far as weight goes, I detected just over 109 grams of gold in one day.
That's
what's the strangest thing you've ever found, metallic or non-metallic, when you've been out
yeah.
prospecting or metal detecting or whatever?
Hmm, the strangest thing I found. That's a good question. I don't know.
While
There's
you're
been all
thinking, I'll
kinds
tell
of
you mine.
weird.
I dug up a pet cat that had its collar on it, and I
Oh,
didn't realize it was a graveyard.
oh.
How could you?
Well, it wasn't marked or anything.
Pet cemetery.
Well, I haven't done that yet, so
Oh,
you got me beat there.
the pet cat with a collar still on it.
Oh my God.
Honey, I found a cat.
I found an urn at the beach one time, and it had ashes in it, and I'm sure it was probably a pet because it was a little small thing. But
Hey.
I put it
Jesus.
back out to sea. Give it back.
I put it back out to sea.
Just giving it back.
To see.
Let some other melody tetras pick it up.
I can just see Rob over there launching this baby out.
Oh yeah, I went down to the end of the pier and launched it.
Somebody else is like, Grandma.
Yeah. Somebody probably brought some of their family's ashes down to put them in the ocean or something. Probably wasn't a pet, Rob.
Yeah, but you usually don't throw the urn in with it.
No, you don't.
Well,
Usually, yeah.
the urn was like a little tiny thing. Now I have dug up cremated tags.
Jeez.
But-
I can see if you're looking in a backyard, like I've buried a couple pets and I put their collars in with them. So sure. Yeah.
Yeah, just don't go detect there.
Right.
Yeah, Dylan. Rob's got the luckiness to go metal detecting on the beach. So
The luckiness, huh?
yeah, I mean it's just sand, just one scoop, he gets it. It's like, oh, that's all. It's trash.
Yeah, that must be easy.
Oh, I get targets about a foot deep, and once you get past that point, it's a different layer, and it stinks.
I'm sure
But you know it's old.
It's that stinky California dirt, right?
You ever find arrowheads and marbles and stuff?
I have found marbles, of course, arrowheads. There's arrowheads everywhere out this direction.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I have never, all my digging, I have not. And dude, I hunted arrowheads for years in Indiana. I know what they look like. I have not found one.
Well, obviously, you don't know what Arizona arrowheads look like.
I'm just
I have
saying.
yet to find one, but I did find some weird looking rock that Scott can tell everybody about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
the stone, the marker stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found a rock. He threw it out of the hole, and it sat there for about 3 days, and I didn't pay any attention to it. And all of a sudden, the dust from the dry washer covered it up. Well, I'm like, there's one hole here and 3 holes in a line. I'm like, that's not normal. So I went there and blew it off and everything like that. And I think it could be a marker, trail marker, or
don't you still got the picture, Rob?
Yeah.
Let Dylan see it. Maybe he'll know what the heck it is.
I think it's a marker stone from something. Like it could be a trail marker, treasure marker. Could have been,
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of
lane
crazy
marker.
stuff.
Yeah,
Well, Scott, you're gonna have to come up my way, and
there you go, Scott. Now there's no excuse where you
No, yeah, it'd be cool to get over that way, man.
swing your detector. And
I just-
you bring up the dry washer. Come to the B King's claim. Start dry washing if you want.
All right. I swing the original gold bug.
Hey, that's a good machine.
Yeah,
Don't let
I like
anybody
it.
tell you otherwise.
Yeah, I like it. Now there's ways that people want me to use it, but it drives me nuts. But they say that's the best way to do it. But sometimes I just gotta tone it down because if it's like a bug in my ear. It's like a head
Well,
burning.
that's what you want, Scott.
I know that's what you want.
Because once it changes, you're like, oh, that sounds different.
Well, like I said, when you get a piece of aluminum foil, you can barely see go. Where? I think a piece of gold's going to go. Where? So that's what I'm going on.
so that axiom that you used, is it like that? Do you got to keep that little faint hum in your ear? You do?
Yep. Keep your threshold sitting good where it just sounds like an annoying mosquito.
Right.
Right, because you're just listening for that tiny little tone change. For me, I mean, that's usually telling me I got to target deeper.
Right.
Yeah, you need it for depth, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and on my Axiom, it comes with an 11, a 13, or you can buy the 16-inch coils. I mainly run a 16-inch mono coil on my Axiom because I'm trying to get that depth. So yeah, I have my threshold set to where it's just annoying enough, but not too annoying.
Right.
But you just hear that light little tone change, and sometimes it leads to good sized nuggets.
Nice.
And little nuggets too. I mean, I found plenty of little guys.
Right.
You got a 16-inch coil? That's like a flying saucer.
I got 17-inch here and 15 and
You know what's cool about the Axiom is that thing is so light that you can have that 16-inch coil on there and you could swing it all day with no problems because the coil doesn't weigh anything either.
Wow.
Huh.
here's a picture of this rock that I dug up.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
That's Curse of Oak Island stone there.
I'm telling you, it is.
Oh hey, you weren't supposed to touch that. It's gonna follow you.
We actually dug that out of an old creek channel, approximately 6 feet in the dirt.
Oh, that's cool. Who knows what that
It's
Yeah.
definitely something, though, right? I mean, them holes
could
just
be.
look like them holes don't look like they're made by nature.
Nolan's Cross.
They were, dude, they were all the same depth and the same size.
Right. That's what's weird.
Yeah, then obvious possible if I can talk right, possibly man-made for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely Nolan's Cross.
Always cross. I'm with you, Dennis.
Well, like on the back side of it and everything, it's smooth like river rock. It just has 3 holes in the one, poop, and that's it.
Yeah, who knows? Could be
And when he
something. You get
told
to
me
an
about when
awesome
he said,
treasure.
"Hey, look at this rock," and I was like, "It looks like a bowling ball."
Yeah. It's a strange one, but I'm with Dennis. It's definitely Oak Island, is she?
And Indian bowling ball, you gotta quit. They might have been throwing it at somebody, but I don't know about the bowling part.
I don't know. It's a strange one. That's for sure. Definitely
Hilarious.
strange.
I guess we don't know what kind of games they played back then, huh?
Right.
You're true. That's true.
Yep. You just don't know. See, I would think when you're looking for them nuggets, you'd be using like a small sniper type coil, but you're using a big coil. Huh.
Yeah. No, I'm not. So the more ground you can cover,
Uh-huh.
better.
Okay.
So to me, every detector has its place.
Got it.
The Monster is a really good VLF, very low frequency machine. For me, that machine is perfect for on bedrock, or if I'm checking hard rock for small amounts of gold. And find teeny tiny little specks of gold in the dirt as well. That machine is very efficient.
Okay.
So, and as far as Garrett Goldmaster 24K, I've been messing with that one quite a bit. And to me, it sits about the same with the Monster. It's not as sensitive on the teeny tiny little gold,
Uh-huh.
but that machine's perfect for bedrock, checking hard rock, stuff like that. And then when I'm running my PIs or pulse induction machines, I prefer a bigger coil. I'm trying to get that depth.
Right.
And with the bigger coil, I can just cover that much more area.
Sure.
Means I can get done that much faster and
Right.
get on to the next.
Do you ever tried the swingy thingy?
The swingy thing.
Oh, what?
I think he's thinking of the counterbalance strap.
Yeah, it goes around your shoulder. I think it's called the swingy thingy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, I've never used any of that.
Oh, I love it.
Even when I was running the 7,000, even as heavy as that freaking machine is, I just went with it, swung it 6-7 hours a day.
Oh.
And then when I got the Axiom, I'm like, I can go all day, no problem.
I tell you what, though, that swingy thingy is amazing.
Oh, and I'm sure it is. I'm
Yes.
not dissing it at all.
No, I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance to try it, you'll be kicking yourself in the butt saying, "Why didn't I use this?"
Why did I ever have a swingy thingy?
To me, I'm already. The thing is, when I'm harnessed up and detecting, I've already got so much crap on me, and I'm ready to just move and go. So I always try and be as limited as I can. But I wear my gear to get me through the day.
All right.
Yeah, when you're doing it almost daily, you've got those muscles built. Whereas if you're once a month or it might
once a year.
day out might kill you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it comes down to it. After a while, you can start swinging the 7,000 by hand like it's nothing. And other people go to grab it, and they're like, "Oh, you swing this all day?"
Yeah.
Like, you become in tune to it. It's just like swinging a hammer every day. After a while, it's going to be nothing to you.
Right. Yep. So what equipment do you take with you each day when you go?
Every day I go, I've always got Axiom with me, usually the Monster or the 24K in the truck. I like having a VLF and a pulse induction machine in the rig with me.
Right.
Obviously my harness set up with all my detecting tools, and then shovels, buckets, and
Water.
Always water.
Water, yeah, you got like 2 gallons of that.
Yeah, always water. You get behind in the back seat of the truck, there's always an extra gallon of water because at some point in summer you're gonna need it.
Right.
I always tell them, don't be bringing water bottles out in the desert. That's not going to work. You need a freaking cooler with water in it.
I
Yeah,
always
usually-
go to the claim with at least a 1 gallon jug all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say my main carries are 1 gallon jugs usually. And then if I'm out and know we're gonna be out all day or for a couple days, then I got the 5 gallon got jug.
Right.
And yeah, I mean you can never be too careful.
Yeah.
What about like a rock hammer or anything like that? You got
Rock hammers, picks. I got a homemade pick out of a spade shovel and a leaf spring. You probably see that in some of our videos as well.
uh-huh.
I always take that pick with me dang near everywhere. And then I run our good friends over at Jacobs brand. They make the Gold Buddy picks. It's a light duty pick with a little magnet on top. I love carrying that little thing with me.
Okay.
That's just another little lightweight, light duty pick. So dirt's soft enough, you can dig pretty much a big hole with that if you need to.
Right. Oh,
So,
nice. Good to
Pretty
know.
cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good to know. What's some things people should consider having, when they go out. Yeah.
Although it's kind of funny, a guy digging so deep for big nuggets has got such a little pick.
Well, he said he had a shovel too. Yeah.
hey, I got the big pick. I got the big pick with me too.
And a shovel, he said. So
he's working for those nuggets. Turn it, chink, 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 chink.
You know what? You know what the funniest thing is? I'll say it this way. We were in California for that Garrett Gold Challenge we did.
uh-huh.
The day before the event started, we were up on the other side of the mountain, like I was telling you guys. We had old Dan Hurd up on there, and he had a beautiful sounding target. I mean, it sounded perfect, and I'm like, that's a nail. Just because it sounded too perfect. And he's digging, and he ended up getting this little tiny pick, this little narrow pick, and he's got probably a 2.5 deep hole by 1.5 feet around, and he's digging it with this little tiny Yukon Cornelius. And he's got that little pick, and he's digging this hole to freaking China, man, and ends up popping out a nail after like going 3.5 feet down there, and he's like, but watch that poor guy dig a giant hole with this tiny little like a dollar store garden
toolbox pick. Yeah. Oh, geez. That's awesome.
I bet he hated it though. I could just imagine. You go that deep and then you find a nail. It's like, ugh.
Oh, yeah, that's the hardest thing. I mean, that's depressing. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that's.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But they always say too, know the sounds that your metal detector makes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hard time is sometimes nails sound like gold, and sometimes gold sounds like nails. So.
Really?
That's why they say dig every hole.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Dig every target.
Are they ever going to make a machine that it makes a certain sound just for gold only?
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll probably cost around $200,000 when it comes out.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'd be the one everybody has to have,
Yeah.
Or it says, this is an iron sound. Only iron will make this sound. Only gold will make this sound. Only gold will make this sound. See, that's what it should be.
It needs to be simple. Dig, don't dig.
Right. Exactly. Don't waste your time. Move along. Yeah. That's exactly what it could say.
If you want to go that way, I might as well just have an app on my cell phone. I could just wave back and forth across the ground. It says, "Oh, stop! There's gold right here."
Oh, it's coming.
No, I'd rather have the one in your feet that you wear that makes you look like a duck.
Oh, on your shoes.
Yeah.
Hey, there's an idea.
Terrible. It's just terrible.
Just saying. You know,
Oh, goodness.
ideas, just kicking
Yeah.
ideas around. Yeah, it would be cool though,
It would.
especially
You looking at any new equipment?
So far this year, no, I'm pretty satisfied with the equipment I got. As far as detecting goes,
uh-huh.
say as far as other stuff, I don't know. I just got was it the Goldie box in a couple weeks ago? I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. It's a little high banker sluice box dredge combo.
Uh-uh. No,
It's a mini for lightweight backpacking in.
backpack setup.
Yeah, I just had a gentleman send that to me. So
Who makes
what's that?
Who makes it?
Goldie box.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a majority of it's all 3D printed. It's a pretty cool little setup. I've ran it quite a few times already. Also had some buddies come over, put some of their material through it just to test out and try it, and it's working pretty good, you know.
Cool.
But again, small scale or cleanup sluice.
Right. Gotcha.
Roy will have it for too long.
Now, any new advances in the metal detecting world this year that? Or
On the prospecting side, as of right now, I don't know for sure. I think Garrett's probably working on something at the moment. I hope they do. Garrett Metal Detectors is one incredible company. Not just that, it's made in America. So I really, really love and appreciate that.
Sure.
So, and good products, great service. So I'm really hoping them guys pick some more really cool stuff out.
But what's the Axiom cost?
I know they dropped their price, so they've got two different package styles. So you have the Axiom and then you have the Axiom Light. The Axiom Light, I think, runs around $2,000, and that's just the machine with the 11-inch coil.
Right.
And then they have the Axiom, which is the exact same machine, just packaging is different. It's got the 11-inch, the 13-inch coil, and wireless headphones.
Now, do you like wireless or you run the wire?
No, I don't care for the wireless. I did try it. To me, I had just a little bit of a delay.
Okay.
Or there's sometimes you turn your head just right, you know, when you're looking or going through brush, and it'll kind of disconnect for a quick second. I'm OCD enough that that's a problem to me.
Right.
And it doesn't cut out for a long time. I mean, it's literally just that quick, but mentally I'm like, oh,
That's all. Well, you could miss a target that quick, right?
Yeah. So for me, I prefer my cabled headphones. I just plug them in. I keep going.
Right. I got you. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely does.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Just saying. You know?
Yeah. And everybody's different. You know, majority of the relic guys run those wireless headphones.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I've seen them both, people using them, like you said, both ways, and just, I guess it's just a personal preference at the end of the day.
And that's all. To me, right? detecting all the way around is a personal preference.
Sure. Yeah.
I can tell you my opinions on things or tools I use.
Right.
End of the day, whatever you want or whatever works better for you is what it is.
Just like in prospecting, the same.
Yeah, I mean, we've all. I think actually Rob and I discussed that at the Quartzite show a little bit. You know, he's kind of set on his machines. I'm kind of set on mine.
Right.
But you know, everybody just loves their personal preference. Sure. That's like what the detecting courses I do. I don't care what detector you have.
Right.
I may not know it all the way either, but you're going to leave having a better understanding for your machine.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just so you learn it. Every machine has got a job.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, that's good though that you.
I just want the one that finds gold.
Bias.
Have you ever been approached by a TV show? Or would you do it if they approached you, if the money was right?
So that's funny. We have had was it Discovery reach out a couple times.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and a lot of it was like the mine rescue with Freddie Dodge, or do you want to do this? And no, not really. I mean, I, and majority of the time that you don't even get paid for that kind of stuff anyways. You know what I mean? Those people they just get the views off you. That's all.
Right.
At the end of the day, I like what we're doing as Bee Kings.
Right.
It's more than enough for me, so I don't.
Well, yeah, it's like you're working for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, that's plenty enough for me. Makes me happy. So
Makes sense. Yeah. I always enjoyed watching like KG and Ringy when they had their show. It was always fun to watch,
Yeah, especially when he hits the target and starts running around.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they might get a little carried away sometimes, but still it
them
was
guys are funny, man.
they are. We've had them on the show before and they're great guys, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching that show because, well, it was like the only metal detecting show that was on. But I watch all them silly shows too, anyway. Yeah,
Right.
it's just the way we are. We're gonna watch it. It's what we do, and so we watch that stuff. But
Yep.
yeah, it'd be cool though. If they offered you something that you wanted to do and made sense to you, and they took care of you.
Yeah, and I mean
Well,
that's obviously the big selling point on it, right? Is if everything
Right. Yeah.
works out right. I mean,
Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But until then, just keep on doing what you're doing because it's working. Yeah.
I mean, we're just here to have fun, try and teach people, and also learn ourselves. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's
Right. And that's what's cool. You're willing to share the information and help people out. That's amazing.
Oh yeah. I mean, heck, I've been blessed enough to find many beautiful big gold nuggets. So if I can take somebody else out and have them find one, that
Man,
makes me just as happy as me finding it.
God, dude, you got to hook up with Dylan and go. I would love for Scott to come on and say he went out detecting with you and he found this.
I found this. I'll hold up a 38 bullet. I found this. No.
Found this bullet covered in gold. Yeah.
No, actually, we had I just sent or uploaded the video, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, of our detecting trip with Jason and Dan, and only Jason ended up finding a nugget, but I think it was around a half-gram nugget
Right.
that he pulled off that claim.
Very nice.
But still,
Yeah,
any-
Yeah, but didn't you guys
Awesome.
didn't you guys find a big chispa piece on there too?
we found we had a big giant chunk of quartz that the monster was just going crazy on. So I carried that big freaking thing all the way back to the rigs, and then I let Jason break it all up though. But yeah, every time we kept popping it open, there was just little layers of gold.
Wow.
We could see loaded with galena, copper. I mean, it was a beautiful big chunk.
Wow.
So
That's cool.
Who
Yeah.
took it home?
Jason took it home.
I know
Or we
somebody
mailed it home.
somebody definitely taking it home. That's
Washington's a ways away, so
yeah, well, I'm sure I know Rob would probably love to metal detect with you. Yeah.
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
maybe one of these times when he's back in Arizona again. That would be really cool. You guys to get together and
yeah, heck yeah. I mean, we're all for it. Like I said, we do it year round, so it don't matter either way.
that's what's even you get to do it all year long. Yeah.
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 I don't detect at night during the summer because of the rattlesnakes.
All right.
'Cause our phone's on.
Same here, buddy.
But do you detect at night sometimes too, though? Not
No, if I'm working at night, I'm mainly digging.
right. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That way I'm kind of in one area, got lights on. Just because, I mean, heck, them rattlesnakes come in, you don't even know they're there. you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But
true.
I try and do my detecting during the day. That way I use my eyes.
Right.
You know.
Right. Because you got headphones on. It'd be
Yeah,
hard. to
my
hear.
hearing's
Sure. Yeah.
done, you know what I mean, with the ear headphones
Yeah,
on.
with headphones on. You got to rely on what you're seeing, not hearing. Uh-huh. That's the only scary thing about it. Do Do you recommend people wear like snake gaiters and stuff like that when they're out there?
Personal preference. Again, growing up in this state, I think you kind of learn to, well, number one, it's either going to happen or it's not going to happen.
Uh-huh.
And number two, it just kind of is what it is. And I mean, heck, we all grew up out here in this desert as little kids running around, and
Sure.
I mean, nothing but diapers and underwear, you know what I mean? So to
Yeah.
us
Right.
here running around with no snake boots isn't a problem. You just go, oh, there's a snake, or
Right. But if
here
you
you
was
go the other way.
if you was a tourist coming down there wanting to do some metal detecting, would you recommend it? Yeah. Some high boots or something just to
Yeah, probably some. Because
Yeah.
again, I mean,
Probably.
if you've never ran into a rattlesnake before, unsuspected, it's definitely it's a rude awakening.
I
mean,
bet it would
You're
be.
gonna know he's there, yeah. If
Yeah.
he chooses to rattle at you.
yeah, if he chooses, we've had
Well, what
many
I'm saying, if you got headphones on and you can't hear that sucker, yeah,
Right.
that's even worse.
Yeah,
And that's
oh,
why
look
you're
under-
always
look under
scanning
that
the
rock.
ground. You know.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'd be watching my feet the whole time, or watching ahead of my
Yeah.
feet. You know, exactly.
Well, I tell everybody that comes down on the claim, I'm like, when you're walking, you're looking down. If you want to look at the mountains and check the scenery, stop, do your thing, look back down, and continue walking. Don't be just, oh yeah, look, just keep keep walking. You're gonna walk into something you don't want.
Yeah,
Usually when I'm out hiking, my eyes are down on the ground, and you do kind of learn that being in this area is you do look up and you glance around, but your eyes always go back down because you're going around a bush or you're boulder hopping,
Mhm.
and that's where them snakes will be, or like I mean you don't know what it'll be. It could be a Gila
Right.
monster, anything like that. So you're just always looking.
Always looking because something's always out there to get you, right?
Yes, sir.
But you love it, so it's all.
Yeah, it's addictive. The hunt.
Yeah, yeah, I bet it is. That's awesome, dude. It really is. Hey, I'm happy for you. And what's the name? Tell us again the name of your YouTube channel and stuff for
Be
everybody.
Kings Outdoors.
Be Kings Outdoors. Like I said, Jaron posted the link for everybody. They come and check you out. And
I'll
see.
throw it up again.
Yep, see? Bingo. It is right there. Way to go, Jaron. Yeah, but we want to thank you, buddy, for coming and hanging out with us tonight. It's been
So yeah, I want to say thank you guys for having me. It was awesome talking.
Anytime, man. Just if you come up with something new, a new piece of equipment you want to talk about, you're excited about, you want to share, let us know.
Yes.
It'd be our pleasure to have you again, for sure.
Right on. Thank you guys.
All right, Dylan, you take care, brother. Be safe. Good luck in your hunts, and
See you, bro.
Later, guys.
I'll see you later.
Thanks,
Take care,
Dylan.
buddy.
Thanks again.
Yep, thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Scott, did you learn anything?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, he's a good dude and he's got stuff going on. And like I said, he does great videos. He's working with Dan and all of them. But like I said, I seen that video and I was like, I know I'm seeing snow flurries. It's just not my eyes. I was like, I know they're somewhere cold.
Now, I bet you Rob would love to go detect with him, wouldn't you, Rob?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You'll have to see about it when you're down there next time.
Well, like I said, metal detecting on where he is and metal detecting where I am, it's two different ballgames. Now he's still got bullets too, but he comes over here, he'd be like that staple thing. He's like after because no, I'm not. He just tell me no.
I'm just saying there was a great invitation for you. You guys got to take him up on it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's some nice pieces he showed.
No
Yeah,
kid.
that one's pretty darn good.
That one is a beauty, right?
Good old crystalline looking gold.
Right? I'm just
Yeah.
saying. You can find one like that, Scott, you'd be a happy man. Right? You know what I mean?
Lisa would take it.
You'd be able to retire for 10 years.
Lisa would go, thank you.
She said what?
She would go, thank you. Ching.
All right.
You never know. You might have something like that on your property.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah.
Not on my property. We're on the wrong side of the highway.
You just don't
You
know.
never know.
That far south?
I know. I know for sure.
Really? You guys sure?
There ain't nothing on the Aquafria, man.
Okay.
I mean, if I went up there, well, the plan to do that one video with the Uber light, you might find a gemstone, but other than that, you ain't finding gold on the Aquafria.
No.
Are you ever going to do the Ooper Duper light video?
The Uber light, yeah. I've been thinking about it the last couple of days. I've been kind of set up my script, how I want it to go, and stuff like that. Been doing a lot of studying on my editing and stuff like that, and I'm getting pretty good at doing stuff. That's why you see these little things I've been corking around on Facebook with. That's just part of the editing stuff software. But I want to make it. I want to make them pretty cool. I want to make my videos a little bit better than what they have been in the past. I mean, they weren't bad in the past. It's just 1, 2, 3. But I want to put some extra stuff. A little bit.
It was you.
Yeah.
Being you. That's what you got to be. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, you do. That's what people want. Be you. Be Swiftwater Tony.
I know, but when you start figuring out like what A-roll footage is and B-roll footage is, and then it starts
malarkey. Let's go. Hey,
malarkey. Listen to you. It makes a difference, man. So.
Hey, it's me, Scott. I'm out here in the fields. I'm going to do a video on my Ooper Duper light and gonna find some gemstones and some scorpions tonight. Yeah, baby.
that's what I'm kind of waiting, because it's getting warm enough. I think next week in the 90s.
Oh, them scorpions will be running around like crazy, won't they?
Oh, Scott will be able to find some scorpions pretty darn easy.
Scorpion hunting.
I think if you could ask Rob, I think all I got to do is go out here and lift up this big sluice box that's been sitting here for a year and a half.
They're probably all over that thing.
There's probably one under there now.
Yeah.
I can just imagine.
Yeah, I bet they're all over it. Yeah, very cool though. Yeah, definitely do it though. I want to see it. Yeah.
They glow like a moon rocket.
See, that's awesome. Ain't there people that buy scorpions?
Yeah, they do some stuff with them. They
I thought something with the venom.
Get the poison out of them, like rattlesnake.
Yeah, right.
People,
Right. I mean, heck, you would think you could.
I'm not doing it, but
you could have a good market selling scorpions. Yeah.
Well, if I found a good market, I just go knocking house to house, say, "Hey, I want to come around here in the middle of the night and clean up your yard. How about that?"
Okay.
It's only going to cost you $150.
And then you make all the money off selling the scorpions to the lab.
Make money cleaning up the scorpions, and I make money selling the scorpions too.
Right.
It's a win-win situation.
Win-win is what that's called. Exactly what it's called.
That's what I believe anyway.
Winner.
Be the new Scorpion King.
Yeah, he could be the new Scorpion King.
Never know.
Maybe we can get him to start extracting venom from rattlesnakes.
No, you cannot. Hey, I'll grab a rattlesnake and I'll pick one up. But I'm not going to go milk it. It's not happening.
It'd be a good video.
I'm actually making it mad enough to actually fight something. It's like, okay, then it's not that safe to handle anymore.
Be a good video.
I mean, at first he's just upset, and then you go and really pee him off? No.
I'm just saying.
All right, guys, I'm out of here.
All right, Rich. Later, brother.
Good night.
All right, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up then on that note. And we want to thank our guest, Dillion Prichard, for coming and hanging out with us from B King Outdoors.
B Kings.
Great to have him.
And don't forget, Tuesday night Hangout Live is going to be open line Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern on Flash in Your Pan.
Flash in Your Pan. Be sure to check it out. Heck yeah. And we want to thank all you guys for coming and hanging out with us tonight, too. Hope you have a great week, and we will see you next Sunday. We're out of here. Good night, everybody.
Good night, prospectors.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectors.com.